Hey Sandy.
Hello.
Good to see you. What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm testing the precision of our robotic arm with the Latte Art.
Testing the precision of your Barista.
Yes.
So now we're not testing precision machining, but precision latte art creation. That's so cool. Are you ready for my inspection? I have a very critical eye. Okay, we need to wait for the process to finish.
That's right.
Now, if you would get the final cup out for me.
And he is with us for whole time.
Excellent. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect hearts. Perfect latte art hearts.
Yes.
All right. So an amazing feature of the Barista, but there are many more features that we want to talk about today. You will give us an introduction and tell us everything we need to know about the features, about the pricing, about my return on investment.
That's
Okay.
right.
And I know that for this show today, MTS Industry Show, you have prepared a special, right?
That's right. For MTS show, we have 20 limits robot for you with a special price.
Okay, so a
Sounds
special
good,
discount for everyone watching
That's
today's MTS Industry Show for this Barista. Now, Sandy, as I said, we'll be talking in detail about everything that we need to know about the Barista. And today's show is a special one because we're still talking about a machine, but of course the focus is also on the coffee. I mean, who doesn't love a freshly brewed cup of coffee in the morning or during that afternoon slump? Well, I know I do love my Americano. And the company that we're visiting today, Leader Automation, is a premier company here in Taiwan when it comes to automation solutions. And they have combined coffee culture and automation. And the result is the Barista. But before we learn more about this machine from Sandy, we want to learn more about the company Leader Automation. So now I'd like to introduce to you the CEO of Leader, Mr. Shi. Mr. Shi, thank you so much for having us today. Hello.
Hello.
And thank you for introducing the Barista today.
Welcome to Leader.
Thank you very much. So maybe you can talk a little bit about the company. Some people might not be familiar with it yet. And also tell us a bit about how you came up with the idea for the Barista.
OK， 我来介绍一下，我们立德公司呢，从事自动化的生产制造，已经有30年以上的经验哈。那从2015年，我们投入了6轴机械手臂的制造。那么在2016年呢，在一个供应链朋友的推荐，我们就投入的自动化机器人的服务型的自动化制造。那目前有做了多项的产品哈，有智慧机器人的咖啡贩卖机，那智慧机器人多元饮品的贩卖机，以及我们智慧机器人蛋糕的切割机，还有3D 果冻雕花机，还有蛋糕跟那个点心之类的自动贩卖机，以及可以应用在3C 或者是电子产品的多元化的自动贩卖机。那所有的设备都可以选配点餐、发票电子支付、投币，还有人脸辨识，以及后台管理跟远端监视这些功能，让这些设备可以朝着目前世界潮流 这种所谓的接近无人商店的这种概念来执行来做这种销售。那我们在业界已经有5年以上的这种累积经验，而且经过市场的考验水准已经是在商业运转的领域之上那目前已经行销到很多的国家，目前有销售到中国大陆、香港、韩国、瑞士，甚至于像科威特、阿拉伯这些国家都已经陆续下单来我们来制造那在自动化这一块，立德的这种口碑，目前是在这种知名度已经占有一席的之地了我相信我们今天借有这个机会来推荐给所有的消费者，我相信大家一定会可以跟着我们搭上这个世界潮流的这一班车我相信大家不会后悔的。业界在使用上面不用去担心任何这种所谓的售后服务的问题，而且特别是我们本身已经有包含很多的远端的监测，可以来协助做很多的售后服务这一块的指导。所以说这种设备是目前的趋势大家可以放心的来应用。那口味方面的话也是非常的多那是不是你觉得这里有什么好的口味你比较喜欢呢？
Well, my favorite is Americano. I mentioned it already at the beginning. What about you, Mr. Shi? Do you have a favorite type of coffee?
我很喜欢美式咖啡哦。
Oh, same as me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
okay.
good, very good.
So maybe you can talk a little bit more about the Barista. Now, you just mentioned Leader offers all kinds of automation solutions for different types of products, different industries, food, beverages. But today, the highlight is the Barista. So maybe tell us a little bit the most important things about this machine.
我刚介绍了我们口味除了标准的美式、Latte、Cappuccino 这些以外，它还用我们单臂手臂可以来做独一无二的拉花的动作。那我们目前更结合了有茶饮品除了咖啡以外，它可以跟茶来结合这个里面都有已经导入这个项目。那更新奇的是，它里面还有可以做珍珠粉圆，可以做渐层，而且它的设备是可以还做到很多的透明的装置让你除了是一个口味的隐藏以外，还可以做视觉的一种响应这一块都已经有执行了。那在拉花这一块呢，除了我们刚刚讲的，它会做我们这种传统的奶品类的拉花以外，我们甚至可以结合肉桂粉，甚至可以结合所谓的金箔这种产品，可以做很多的这种图形或者是爱心种种的这种图形的拉花这个都是独一无二的这一块我觉得可以推荐给所有的消费者。
All right, you've heard it. The Barista has a lot to offer. So many features, so many things that we need to talk about, and we will with one of your most experienced sales representatives. Of course, that's Sandy, right?
Right. OK， 接下来就由我们的 Sandy 来做详细的介绍。
Okay, Mr. Shi, you're a busy man. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And you don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments. And here we are with today's main part of today's show. Of course, introducing the Barista made by Leader Automation. Now, Sandy, before we talk about the machine itself, let's talk about some numbers first, because people out there watching, potential customers, they want to know if they invest that amount of money, they want to know when they will get their money back and start making money by selling coffee with the Barista. So what can you tell us?
Sure. We have two kinds of business model. One is opening a permanent place, and the second one is opening a pop-up store in different places.
Okay, so let's start with the permanent location.
Okay, for opening a permanent place, we assume you could sell 100 cups per day.
Okay.
Then it's 35,000 cups per year.
Okay, and what's the profit on one cup?
Okay, we assume the profit is $1.5 per cup. Then
Which
it's
equals to a profit of
$52,000.
$52,000 per year profit.
Yes.
All right, but of course I need to know how much do I have to pay for the machine first.
Yes, that's right. Our standard coffee robot, it's about $63,000.
Okay, so I'm close to getting my money back within the first year.
Yes, so you can earn your money back in only 14 months.
Okay, so 14 months and I got my money back and then I can actually start making money.
Yes.
Okay, doesn't sound too bad. Now what about the pop-up store?
Okay, for a pop-up store, you could install our coffee robot in your medium-sized truck, and you can drive around every country or
Okay.
in Taiwan.
From event to event?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right. And we assume if you could sell 100 to 120 cups of coffee per day,
Okay.
the profit is about 540 US dollars.
So 540 US dollars, that would be for a 3-day event
Yes,
or?
for a 3-day event, and just for coffee.
Okay.
And there is, if you combine with other snacks, you will get more profit.
Of course, yeah, especially for events, I would assume this type of coffee shop, you would also sell other snacks, like maybe sandwiches or like cake to go with your coffee.
That's right.
Now we've covered the basic numbers, what you can expect as an investor if you invest into the Barista, but we also want to talk about the machine itself, its features, and of course the most important thing is the coffee, right? So
Yes.
Sandy, what types of coffee can I make with the Barista?
We offer two kinds version for our robot. One is standard version and another is optional version.
Okay, so what do I get with the standard version?
Okay, the standard version offers several types of hot coffee like espresso, americano, latte, etc.
Okay, the latte, we saw the Latte Art in the beginning already.
That's right. And the option version, we offer several kinds of hot and iced coffee, like I said before, and several kinds of drinks like iced tea, soy milk, or lemon juice.
Okay, so all kinds of different drinks.
Yes, and if you want, you could combine other drinks to create your own one.
Okay, create your own Barista.
Yes,
Okay, beautiful. So all kinds of optional drinks if you want to sell those, but with a standard version you get all the common types of coffee.
that's right.
Now, what about customization? If I have some special request, some drink that is maybe only sold in a certain region, could you come up with a solution for me as well?
Oh yes, of course. And we have two kinds special for all the customers. One is a bubble coffee.
Okay,
And-
bubble coffee.
That's right.
I know bubble tea from Taiwan, but not bubble coffee. What's that? That's
Later I will show you.
okay,
I can
okay.
make one for you.
All right.
And the other one is all models has Latte Art for you. The feature, it's our selling part.
Okay, one
Yes.
of the main selling points.
Yes.
And I think you have a special case that you want to talk about with a customer from Kuwait, right?
That's right.
Maybe
We
you can
have-
tell us that story.
Okay, they told me to offer them vanilla syrup
Okay.
and condensed milk
Uh-huh.
to meet their local tastes.
So it's some kind of local drink?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And then you had to come up with a special customization of
That's
the
right.
Barista for them.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
So Camille, I want to show you our bubble coffee.
Oh, the one that you just talked about?
Yes.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. Camille, you see our bubble coffee?
ready?
It's ready.
It's ready, let's see.
Let me show you.
Ooh, look at that.
The beautiful layer effect on the transparent cup.
So we see this nice blend of coffee, milk, and obviously the boba bubbles.
That's right.
That is something special, wow. So as you said, I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can just create your own drink, your own creation.
That's right.
Okay.
And I didn't say in earlier, and there is one more important feature.
What's that?
The function is to sprinkle the powder on the coffee.
Okay, so you can sprinkle all kinds of powders.
That's
like,
right.
Cocoa powder, I guess, right?
Yes.
Or cinnamon.
Yes, not
Okay.
only this one,
Oh, yeah?
and we also have a fancy one.
What's that?
Gold leaf coffee.
Gold?
Yes, gold leaf.
Wow, gold leaves?
That's right.
That's incredible.
And
wow.
besides, we have a
coming
customized image can spread on the coffee.
So I could just have, for example, my logo, or
That's right.
and then you can, instead of the heart, you would
Yes.
have whatever image you choose to have there.
That's right.
Wow.
You
Okay.
can spread.
That's something special for sure.
Yes.
All right. So now, Sandy, we want to also talk about, of course, the coffee has to look nice, but it also has to taste nicely, right? So
Yes.
whenever we're talking about food, about beverages, for the customer, it's very important that he or she likes the product so that they come back. So how do you ensure that you have high quality coffee? What kind of coffee machine do you use on the Barista?
Of course, our coffee robot are using the best commercial coffee machines. They're made in Switzerland
Okay.
because we want the best coffee quality, and it has to taste and smells good.
Okay, so for the best coffee quality, you're using the best coffee machines. What brands, can you tell us, or?
No problem, our customers could choose Eversys or Demo Plan. Two brands are commercial automatic coffee machines, and both of them are made in Switzerland.
Okay.
Okay, then they have a high-tech but simple coffee brewing process, and it can definitely compete with a barista.
A human barista.
That's right.
So the coffee made by these machines tastes and smells just like a barista-made coffee.
That's right.
Now, all the Barista bots are equipped with one of these coffee machines, but we did not mention it yet, Sandy. Actually, you have two basic models for the Barista bot, and one is this one. It's a double cup version, right? You can use two types of cups.
Yes, you got a point. This one has two types of cups.
So we saw this one, the plastic cup for the bubble coffee,
That's right.
and the standard
It's for
paper
hot
cup.
coffee.
Okay.
And there are 5 individual cups storage units. Each one could hold 50 at the same time.
Okay.
You can hold 250 cups.
So total 250 cups.
That's right.
Okay. And we also have to talk about the cup size, right? So this is a standard cup size, I guess. So could I change that if I wanted to?
Of course, we offer the customized service to adjust the robotic arm for your demands. However, the cup size has to be the same for all cups.
Okay, so I can customize the cup size, but I need to use the same size for, like in this case, cold drinks
Yes,
and hot drinks, right?
that's right.
And then the other version of the Barista bot has a very, very special feature.
That's
Maybe you
right.
can share about that.
Okay, it's our automatic capping model.
Automatic capping model.
That's
so
right.
the robotic arm will put the lid onto the coffee cup for me.
Yes, as gentle as human's hand.
Really?
Yes, let's see.
Can I see?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so this is second basic model with the auto capping function you
That's
just
right.
mentioned. So what can you tell us about this model?
Okay, like the first one, this one has 5 individual cup storage units.
Okay.
And totally can fit 120 cups at the same time.
Okay.
The most special one is automatic capping. And do you want to see?
Of course I want to see. It's the most special feature about this one, right?
Okay, let's do
see
it.
just like you said, gently, just like a human hand. Oh,
Bye.
thank you very much, Barista. All right, and now the coffee is ready
Yes.
and safe to drink.
And
Hot
you
coffee.
see the
So of course I
cream?
need to check,
Yes.
dear Sandy, if it's safe. Yeah, looks safe to me. Perfect. So Sandy, speaking of safety, when it comes to food and beverages, of course also the standard of sanitation is very important. So your customers, they want to make sure that the coffee that they sell to their customers is safe and healthy. So it is very important to ensure that the water that you use to brew the coffee is clean, right? So how do you ensure that?
Of course, to make our customers drink safely and healthy, our coffee robot has 2 built-in water filtration systems to filter heavy metal, toxic pollutants, carcinogens, and impurities larger than 0.1 micron. Let's say you may use a general tape water source, pipe diameter DN15. Also, you may use a normal drainage pipe diameter DN20 for the drainage system.
Okay, and Sandy, I believe for the filtration system on the Barista, you also offer some customization, some optional upgrades, right?
Yes. In addition to the standard system, we also have 2 options to choose from. One is to add a 50-liter filtration system, and another is a 100-liter filtration system. The 100-liter water storage tank could make 200 cups of Americano. That's amazing, right?
That is indeed quite impressive. Now, Sandy, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the everyday operation of a Barista. So if I'm an owner, of course, I want to know how can I monitor what is going on with my stand, like how much water is left in the water tank, how much coffee is left, how many cups are left, when do I need to refill, how many have I sold? Because, of course, as an owner, I want to make sure that my customers always have a very smooth experience interacting with the Barista. So how do I do that?
That's a good question. We have a website that could see the status of this machine.
Okay, so I have my account, I can log in and then I see all the data.
That's right.
All right.
Okay, you may see the status of machine and the daily sales. The most important is inventory of this machine, such as coffee beans, milk, etc. And that's all you can see.
So I'm in full control at any given time.
That's right.
Perfect. Now I'd like to talk a little bit more about one of the most important components of a robotic coffee shop, which is obviously the robotic arm. Now, at the beginning of the show, I mentioned that Leader Automation is one of the leading, no pun intended, companies when it comes to automation solutions. But in this case, the robotic arm, you don't manufacture yourself. So tell us a little bit about the robotic arm.
We cooperate the robotic arm with the well-known robotic arm manufacturer and use the Industrial 6SS robotic arm that has won the Red Dot Design Award. The robotic arm could move flexibly, high precision, high rigidity. The hardware doesn't need to regular maintenance, could save maintenance fees, and provide local technical support and after-sales service from countries around the world.
Okay, so after-sales services from Leader Automation around the globe. Great. So, Sandy, we already talked about quite a few optional accessories, upgrades to the Barista that a potential customer can choose from, but there's even more. And the next one that we want to talk about, again, has to do with health and sanitation, because it prevents the growth of bacteria on the ice cubes for cold drinks, right?
Yes, and we have a closed ice storage mechanism, which is prevent bacteria build up to ensure a customer's health, and that's what we attach importance to. The ice maker is an optional accessory, and when you choose it, you will need more space.
Okay, so if I go for this option, I would need a bit more space because the footprint of the machine is slightly bigger then.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Sandy, at the beginning we saw that beautiful latte art, the hearts, right?
Yes.
So we need milk for that. So what about the milk storage?
Of course, we have a 40-liter refrigerator and a 12-liter milk container with sensor.
Okay.
The sensor will notify you if the milk is running out.
Okay, so what about the sanitation here? We have the frothing cup, right, for the latte art, so that one is cleaned every single time?
Yes, the latte art is finished. Our robot will going to clean up the cup with the hot water.
Okay, so it's 100% sterile, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So, yeah, the Barista really does it all. Brewing the coffee, creating the latte art, pouring the coffee into the cup, putting the lid on top of the cup. But, Sandy, there is one thing that the Barista does not do for the customer, which is taking the cup, right?
Yes.
So what happens if a customer, for whatever reason, doesn't take his or her cup with them?
Of course, we have a voice reminder to remind customers take out their coffee. If they didn't reach in time, the coffee robot will take it back and dispose of it.
Okay, dispose of it and be ready for the next customer.
That's right.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so in this section we want to talk a little bit more about some of the basic specs of the Barista and also its design. Now, Sandy, as a customer, of course, if I'm about to enjoy a tasty cup of coffee, ideally I also want a nice environment. So that's where the design is very important. And also for your potential investors, for customers of yours, it's important that the design attracts their customers. So what was your philosophy behind the design?
We want to create a classic feel,
Okay.
and the color is ivory white combined with the black.
Okay, so very classic style.
Also, we use the PC transparent material with arc design, light impact resistance, and high safety. And you could see the full picture of brewing the coffee by the robotic arm. The machine has a solid wheel shelf, and it can move anytime to change the location. The whole machine with wooden case could be shipped in a 20-foot container.
Okay, got it. Now, Sandy, we talked a lot about all those customization options that you offer. Is that also true for the design? If I like the design, but maybe someone's watching and they have their own brand, so they would like to modify the design. Would you customize it for them?
Sure, but you have to buy a certain amount of machines.
Okay.
Then you can modify the whole design. And there will be another quotation for you.
All right, excellent. Now, Sandy, what about some of the basic specs that we have not talked about yet, like the dimensions, the weight, and whatnot?
Okay, the machine's dimension is 1.7 by 1.7 by 2.1 meters,
Okay.
which is about 3 square meters. And the area will be take this place. Okay, and the weight is about 660 kilograms.
Okay.
And next one is voltage.
All right.
The machine's voltage is used by single phase 220 volts. The current is 40 amps and the frequency is 50 or 60 hertz.
All right. Wow, Sandy, I have to tell you, I'm impressed. You still remember all those numbers. I can tell you I wouldn't right now because, to be honest, I'm getting a bit tired. We've been filming for so many hours, so my energy is going down. So I think you know what it means.
Do you want to try our coffee?
Yes, I need a coffee. I need a Barista coffee right now.
Do you want to try by yourself?
Oh, sure, okay. So I just push start.
Yes.
Then I choose, of
Choose-
course, Americano.
Yes.
Next. Oh, okay, choose the payment method. We haven't talked about that yet. So what kind of payment methods or payment systems are supported?
We also offer API, which is called Programming Library, to let engineers connect their POS system to our coffee robots.
Okay, so whatever POS system they use in their country or their region, it is compatible with the Barista for sure.
Sure.
Okay, excellent. So we're in Taiwan now, and of course we can see Line Pay is very popular here, and Easy Card, and I do have one here. So now if I want to get my coffee, I only have to choose the payment method
Yes.
and pay for my coffee. All right. Okay, I've made the payment, and all right, now I just need to wait for the Barista bots to get my Americano.
Yes.
Here it is, my Americano. So, I can take it?
Yes, please take out.
Oh, I really need a coffee boost now, so I'll have a sip. Oh, I needed that, Sandy. So, Sandy, we just saw the payment process for the customer, but what if you, as the operator, if you want to make any changes to the pricing, for example, how do you do that?
Sure, we have a backend management system.
Okay.
And let me show you. As you can see the status of robot and the whole machine. And the second one, you can change the price.
Okay.
Okay, the third one, you can
See some statistics.
Yes, the daily sales.
Okay, sales records.
Yes, the final one, we have material storage.
Okay, so the same data that you can also see through the remote system, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Now, Sandy, I believe the Barista has already won some awards, and also you have quite a few patents on the design on the
Yes.
Barista, right? And we
Yes.
have some on display here.
Yes,
Let's take a look.
Our Barista has passed CE certification and won the National Brand Yushan Awards. And we also got several patents for automatic function of coffee robots,
Okay.
which proves our innovation capability.
All right, so automation innovations made by Leader. Now, Sandy, can you tell us to what countries you have already sold the Barista to?
In addition to Taiwan, we also sold to China, Switzerland, Hong Kong, Korea, and Kuwait. The quality and the stability are recognized by more and more countries, and they also believe we can make coffee robots with high cost performance. That's what we are proud of.
All right, and you should be. So you just said you sold to quite a few different countries already around the world.
Yes.
So you must have a very good after-sales service system in place as well to support your customers around the globe.
Yes, that's an important question for all the customers. We will teach you how to use your machine, replace your supplies, and troubleshooting. The critical parts meets international standards, and it's easy to replace.
Okay.
The inventory of components is complete, and it can be supplied for more than 10 years. No matter where you are in the world, we can serve you immediately.
Okay, so you get the full package after-sales service.
Yes.
So here we are at the end of today's MTS Industry Show, introducing the Barista made by Leader Automation. Now, Sandy, we talked about all the functions, all the features, brewing the coffee, of course, then the latte art and the auto capping functions, many, many more, and also a lot of customization options. But before we say goodbye, I give you the opportunity to give us 3 reasons why people out there should choose Leader, why they should choose the Barista.
Sure, let me tell you the first one. And you can see this is an innovation technology, but we already developed 5 years experience in these fields. That's why we are the most reliable partner for you.
Okay.
Secondly, the software and most of hardware are made by ourselves, so we have a full control over the qualities.
Okay.
For the components, we don't manufacture ourselves. We only trust the very best suppliers, such as for robotic arm and coffee machines.
Okay, all right. Now there was 2, we need 1 more.
Finally, as I mentioned before, our standard coffee robot is about $63,000 US. And if you are familiar with this kind of product, you will know our price is very competitive.
Okay, a very competitive price.
Yes.
And today we also have an additional discount, right? For
That's
the first
right.
20 machines.
Yes,
so
yes.
if you're interested, today's the day. Now, Sandy, thank you very much for your time today, and thank you for introducing the Barista to us.
No problem.
And of course, thank you for the delicious coffee as well.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching. If you would like to learn more about the Barista or about Leader Automation in general, you can just go to their website, or you just contact the team of Leader, or you just contact Sandy, right?
Yes.
All right, so again, thank you for watching MTS Industry Show at Leader Automation. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.